Hello class, and welcome to another video tutorial. I hope you're all doing good. Today we'll be looking at triangulation method of development. In our previous video we looked at parallel line method and radiant line method. We have a question before us on the screen. You can see the screen. There's a question before us. A pyramid of base diameter 40 mm and a slant height of 75 mm is kept on a ground on its base. Draw the development. Once again, here is another question without a diagram, and the first thing to do in this kind of situation is to establish the plan and the elevation of the pyramid. From the question, the pyramid is a square base pyramid. That is, the length of one side of the pyramid is 40 mm, which is the diameter of the base. So, first thing is to establish the plan. You can do this in two ways: either by drawing your square of 40 mm base, something like this, 40 mm by 40 mm, and you have something like this. Now if we divide this circle or this square into 4 equal parts and establish a circle on it, that circle will also give us 40 mm diameter. Okay, that's what it means. We have something like this. Now this is the base of the pyramid. The next thing is to establish the elevation. We were given the slant height of 75 mm. So we establish this apex. We extend this line upward to the apex, and then at a convenient distance away from this, we'll draw this line, okay, which is the baseline. Then project this point from here to this point, and from here also to this point. Okay, now having done this, the next thing is you pick your compass. Okay, the slant height is 75 mm. You pick your compass, the pin of your compass at 0, your pencil at 75 mm. Then come to this point. You come to this point here, you make an arc above to cut across this line. Okay, with that same radius, come to this point, make another arc to intercept the first one. Those 2 points will give you the slant height of the required pyramid. Okay, so I will pick my arc and I'll come to here. This is my center, and then my radius is 75. I will enter my radius of 75 mm. Okay, and I will be able to draw this arc. Okay, now I'm going to modify this a little. Okay, and I'll have this. I'll pick my arc again, come to this point, okay, and a radius of 75 mm, and I'll do this, and I'll have this. Okay, now I'll pick my line from here, from where this point intercepts. Okay, where this point intercepts, this way, I'll draw a line to this point, to this point, and then lastly to where I start from in the beginning. Okay, and I'll have this. This is the front elevation of the pyramid. Okay, the plan and the front elevation is very important to whatever you are doing whenever you're working on any development. The plan, the front elevation, and in some cases the side elevations. Okay, so now this is the first part of the question. You establish your plan and the front elevation. I'm taking off this circle. I don't need it. I only need it to generate my square, so I'll take it off. Okay, and I'll have this. Now the next stage is you can do it in two ways. You can do it using this point here as your center, or you can decide to pick this point any other place outside of the circle, or sorry, of the pyramid. Okay, so if I pick this point here, okay, then using 75 mm as the radius, I will come to this point and I will draw a circle. Okay, I will come to this point and I will draw an arc of 75 mm. Okay, something like this. Okay, now using the base of the pyramid, which is 40 mm, remember the base of the pyramid, which is 40 mm, I will come here, pick an arc, come to this point. Okay, this point 40 mm, I'll draw an arc. Yeah, I'm going to draw this arc this way. Okay, so I have this arc. Let me go and trim it on both sides, please. Okay, I'll go back again, my arc. In your own case, you're using your compass. Okay, you open your compass to the required 40 mm, come to where the line intercept the arc, and then mark at both sides. Okay, so I'll type 40 mm, I'll enter, and I'll have this. Okay, and I have this. I'm mirroring it to both sides of the good. Now I have this. From here to here is 40 mm, here to here is 40 mm, here to here is 40 mm, here to here is 40 mm. Remember, the development of a squared pyramid will give us 4 triangles. 4 triangle and 1 square. 4 triangle and 1 square. Okay? 4 triangle and 1 square. A square has 4 a square pyramid has 4 sides. Okay, and the base, then the apex. So this development will give us 4 rectangle and a square. So you come from here to here to here to here to here, here, here. And also Okay, with a line now, we do this from this point to this, from this point to this, from this point to this, and lastly from this point to this. Now a pyramid has 4 edges at the base, so we also have lines from here, straight line from here to here, here to here, here to here, and lastly here to here. Okay, so we have this as our development, and this as our development. Okay, now this is the development of the 4 faces of the pyramid. Okay, the 4 triangles. Okay, now the development of a square pyramid will give you 4 triangle and 1 square, 4 triangle and a square. The development of a cylinder will give you 2 circles and a 2 circle and a rectangle, 2 circle and a rectangle. The development of a cone will give you a something close to a semicircle. Okay, to give you a semicircle, or an arc and 2 radii. Okay, or an arc and 2 radii. So try to understand each of these. This forms some of your objective questions. Okay, this forms some of your objective questions. So try to know what the development of a cone will look like. A hexagonal prism, how many triangle, how many rectangle will form a cube, a cuboid, and all of that. So try and know all of this as well. So this is the 4 triangle in this development. The next thing now is to attach the base, which is a square. The base, which is a square. Now in this case, you are allowed to attach the base at any point. Take for instance, set by this, I can decide to attach this here. Okay, and then from here I will have this, and also from here I will have this. Okay, and I'll have this as the base. Okay, this is the base now of the square pyramid. Now after doing this, the next thing is to attach what we call the flap. Now the importance of this is it helps us to fold our work neatly without noticing the rough edges. Okay, something like this, and then something like this. You do this in all the edges, okay, and then you can fold it neatly to have your square pyramid. So This is all in this video. Please remember getting your plan and elevation is very, very important. Your plan, your elevation, okay, your plan, which is this is the elevation, this is our plan, okay, this is our plan, the square, which is the base of the pyramid, and then this is the elevation. From here, from this point to this point is 75 mm, while from here to here is 40 mm as stated in the question. Okay, so practice this and any other example that you can lay hand on in your textbook. You have several examples in GN Green and other textbook that you can lay hand on. Practice as many as you can. I will be posting this with other assignments that will be due for sometime next week. Though your performance in the assignment are very okay, but the participation level is very low. Those of you that have not been participating, please, I encourage you to be part of the class. If there is any further question, please feel free to reach out and we'll be glad to assist in any way we can. Have yourself a wonderful day.